Hello, everybody. Welcome. Welcome to another session, to another portal. This is the 1111 portal, one of the highest and the most powerful portals for manifestations that there is. I am Adriana Barros, trauma release and healing specialist and therapist of the table for accelerated prosperity, which is the tool that I'll be using today in order to manifest your wish and bring it into this reality, because your wish already exists in other realities, but we have to bring it to your vibrational frequency, or actually better saying, elevate your vibrational frequency to the frequency of your wish. Your wish always vibrates high. Your wish is never below 650 hertz. So the reason why you do not manifest is because you are vibrating low. You are not vibrating to what's good around you. You're focusing on the negative. You're focusing on negative energies, focusing on lack, focusing on sadness, on anger, or depression, or whatever negative emotion that is part of your reality related to everything that you have to deal with on a daily basis. So that's why it's very hard for a lot of people to bring into fruition what they want to achieve, because they have this dense energy around them. So that's why people might think it's impossible to manifest, but they don't understand the mechanism behind it, because it's all vibrational frequency. Everything is frequency. Whatever you want to manifest is frequency. Your health is frequency. Why don't you achieve a better health? Because you're vibrating low. And good health vibrates high. So everything is energy. We are energy. Everything around us is energy. Vibration is part of the matter. So matter is nothing more than energy vibrating at a very high frequency that gives us the impression of materialization, which is something solid that we see, but we are not matter. We are energy. And until you start grasping that concept, things just start really sounding or looking that they're very unreachable. They are not part of this reality. But once you expand, once you let go, once you connect to bigger realms and know that you are part of many universes. There's not only one universe with planets spinning around it. Like the earth is like a very tiny grain of sand in this vast part of multiple universes. So when we detach from your reality, from the problem, from the pain, from the lack, from the scarcity, you see that your problem, your focus is pretty much inexistent. It's part of something that it's not even visible. Nobody knows about it, only yourself. So it's really a matter of elevating your vibrational frequency. And that's what we're going to do. I use this specific tool to actually detach and manifest at the same time. We're going to talk about this in a minute. But today, because it is a very powerful manifestation portal, which is a portal where we are aligning with the energy of the divine, of the universe, of God, of whatever you want to call it, because we are this energy. We have this energy inside of us. In every cell of us, we have this imprint on our DNA of this powerful God energy, which is what created us and created everything. So we already have it inside of us. All we have to do is tap into this energy so we can bring into fruition what it is that we can do. We can do a lot more than what we do at the present moment. We've been doing nothing. So when you start expanding and knowing that you are unstoppable, that you are greater than what you think you are, then that's when things start shifting. So this powerful energetic gateway, which is the 1111 portal, is really the connection with this divine energy, which is going to be shooting down to us straight with no interruptions. And that's what happens today. And also this connects to your higher self. This connects to your consciousness and makes it expand. So technically, we are going to clear the blockages that are keeping you stuck at the moment. And when we talk blockages, there's many things that can be blockages. Starting from before you were born, your connection to abundance, to manifestation, to money. And once you came into this universe, to this realm, by birth through your parents, you started picking up everything from them, everything that they vibrated on, their vibrational frequency. And that's what molded you to being the adult that you are today, because you picked up on those negativities, on those beliefs around what manifestation is, on what money is, on how easy or not easy or hard to manifest money, to accumulate money, and so forth. So once you start having the understanding of what was happening around you, you already had your mind formed. You already had your ideas implanted, because these are implants that we pick up from family, from society, from our peers, from anybody that's around us most of the time. And unfortunately, we only realize that these things are playing a role on us, which is in our adult lives. It's when the money's not coming in. It's not when you don't find the job. It's when you don't have the money. It's when you struggle to pay your bills. And everything that can be really feeling as an obstacle for you, which is regarding to everything that we've learned in our first 7 years of age. So technically, whatever we learn in our first 7 years of age is half of the experiences, 50% of the experiences that we are supposed to have throughout our life. So it's a very heavy load for a kid who's only 7, having to deal with everything on every level possible. And because I am a trauma release and healing specialist, I not only release the traumas related to money, but around everything that you've lived with. Everybody has a trauma on a certain level. Everybody has had a negative experience that has been stored inside of your subconscious mind, in your connective tissues, in your organs, in your body parts, whatever it is, causing even that physical pain, that physical limitation that could be for you, that you could have even gone to a doctor and look for answers, but they check on you and they find nothing. So when they find nothing, it's not because you're crazy, it's because your problem is not physical. Your problem is energetic, and you need to clear it. So everybody, like I said before, is energy. So if you look at yourself as only matter, which you're not, number one, you're not going to be achieving much, if you know what I'm saying. So in order for us to clear all this, I use a very powerful, if not the only manifestation tool. And as far as I know, I probably am the only person that uses this tool in North America. I don't know of anybody else that does. And this is such a powerful manifestation tool because it does everything at the same time. It clears, it aligns, it elevates, it brings into fruition, and clears cords, and reprograms your cells, your DNA, everything at once. And it's called accelerated because it has the power to do this at a very fast pace. So this energy combined with the energy of the portal that we're in right now, it's much more powerful. So you're in for a treat. I usually do, people who follow me know about this. If you go on my website, or if you go, on my channels, on YouTube, on TikTok, on Instagram, Transform Therapies, you see the load of videos that you have there for every manifestation portal that we go through. So really, for those who haven't manifested yet, for those who are still stuck, it's just a matter of watching those videos. But if you want something done on a personal level that's going to really go into your roots, to your past experiences, book a private session so we can really pull the root out of what's keeping you stuck and not leaving you, letting you move forward. Now, the table for accelerated prosperity is so powerful that it works with the Tesla codes, the 369 numbers, which are the perfect numbers that operate and dictate everything that happens on the entire universe. These are the 3 numbers of the creation. I work with the transition of realities by using the Merkaba, which really is making you from this reality, taking you out of this reality where you don't manifest anything, onto a reality where things happen. So this transition happens instantly. Also, I use the flower of life, which is the origin of everything, the creation of the entire universe. So I activate that for creation to bring into fruition for you. Also, I use the chalice, which is a chalice of receiving. And I'm going to flip the table so you see what I'm talking about. So here is the Merkaba. Here's the chalice for receiving. We also work with the pentagram, which is right here, which is the symbol that has the divine order, the symbol that has the connection and the balance within the whole entire universe. I activate your Taurus, which is the energy with the universe. So I make you connect with the outside energy, bring that energy inside of you so you can bring the manifestation in fast. Also, I use the Christ consciousness, which is the consciousness that has a very high vibrational level of frequency that connects with the abundance of all there is, and it has the golden color. So the golden color, as you see throughout the table, is pretty much a color of manifestation, is to bring into reality everything that has to do with abundance. I activate your golden DNA, which is pretty much clearing all the memories from your DNA and have you manifest everything that has to do with abundance and prosperity, and have you ascend this reality. So I work on your mind, on your emotions. So I remove the beliefs, I remove the negative emotions stored in your heart. I also reprogram the physical body and detach and clear everything that's affecting you, like I said, on a cellular and DNA level. And also all the spiritual influences that are still playing a role on you, whatever connection you made them with them, either through living your past lives. So ancestors can play a very big role on affecting you as to what you can or cannot manifest. Many times people have attachments to these beings, to beings from other realities. It could be a life you've lived that you made pacts and promises and oaths to other beings, and if you didn't break those vows, those promises, those pacts, those still affect you to this day. So that's why you have to be very careful. Even when you are at the altar getting married and you promise whatever promise you make at that time, forever. If you say forever, you're fried. It burned right there, because the union with that being is not meant to last forever. It's for this lifetime. But let's say you've died and you've reincarnated as you are here now. And if you have marriages from other existences that you made those promises to other beings and you haven't broken that promise, what happens is you're still attached to that person. You're still attached to that union. And that can be affecting your relationships to this day. That could be also be the reason why you do not attract a relationship, or no relationship works with you. So be careful with what you say, with what you promise, okay? Eternal love and all that bull crap, because it is. Nothing is eternal. You are eternal as a being because you are energy. But whatever comes out of your mouth changes. So be very careful, all right? If you guys are ready, I'm going to show what I do with the table in order to manifest. So I use a pendulum. This is called a radionic table. In order for us to manifest, I have to use the pendulum to activate, to clear at the same time the energies and bring the manifestation into this realm, as well as to elevate your vibration, because the vibration frequency is measured from 0 to 100 on this radionic table. I'm thinking that all of them are. I don't know of all radionic tables. I do 2 of them. And so in order for you to manifest, you have to activate. You have to bring your energy level to the highest point possible, which this table does. Okay, so it's a combination of things, and all of this is going to be happening at the same time. So if you are wanting to manifest, I will ask for your commitment to be here for the whole length of this session, which can be 40 minutes, 45, up to an hour, I don't know, but be here on receiving mode. Turn off all distractions around you. Make sure you're not driving or doing anything else, but sit down on receiving mode and relax. Turn off the music, the noise, the people, the children crying. Lock yourself in a room and receive, okay? If you're serious about manifesting, because if you don't resonate with this energy, it's really pointless being here. This is for people who are committed in changing their lives, that are really feeling like they've had enough of being stuck where they are. So this is it. Write down your manifestation on a piece of paper if you have one close to you. I wrote mine here, and I wrote the manifestation, the wishes of the collective. So it's here too, and I place it on the table so we can manifest that. And make sure that you pick one wish, okay? No multiple wishes for this table. Make sure that that wish that you want to manifest is the one that's going to unlock everything for you. So what's going to bring you more money? Is it a new job? Is it more clients? Is it letting go of patterns? What is it that you think that you know deep inside? Which is the wish that's going to turn that key for you and bring in everything that you desire? Okay? Now, I use crystals to place on the table, citrine for abundance and prosperity, to have more of the money energy, okay? This table is not only for money, it's abundance in general, so it can work for health, for if you have something in the court system that is not moving forward, anything that's stuck, that you're waiting on lawyers, on judge decisions to come through, this table also works. Also relationships or health, so whatever abundance means to you, okay? In order for me to know which one you need, I need to test and see if there is a spiritual component in it. If there is, this is not the most appropriate tool for you. There's the angel healing that I use, which deals with spiritual issues, okay? And everything that is attached to it. So I'm going to start with my commands. I have a list of commands that I use in order to manifest and clear. And if you want to repeat those with me, there's 2 of those commands that I repeat at the end, which are to really dissolve, eliminate from this reality all the negative energies that are blocking your manifestation, okay? And I'm going to say them at the end of each field, at each level of the body. And if you want to join me, fine, okay? If not, just receive. You don't have to. You don't need to repeat anything. All right. Here we go. I ask at this moment to open the session of the Table for Accelerated Prosperity. I ask for all the high energies to be here with us in order to clear all the obstacles and to manifest all the desires of mine and the collectives, and also to bless all its practitioners. Open, open, open. I am the connection with the divine presence of life, Adriana. I am the divine connection with the presence of light, Adriana. I'm going to say it and you say your name, okay? I am the divine presence with the connection of the presence of light. Say your name. All right, now I'm going to measure the frequency of you guys before and after the session, and you're going to see the difference, okay? For those who have never received this kind of healing before, don't be surprised. The energy is usually low if you haven't done any energy work lately. So what is the energy and the frequency for the collective for the table for accelerated prosperity? 0. So keep that number in mind. We're going to measure again at the end to see how far up you went, okay? So what do we have to release from the mental level of the collective? What's blocking them from manifesting their desires? Unblocking of debtors. So people who owe you money from this reality, from other realities, from this lifetime, other lifetimes. If you have people who owe money to you that you know of, and those who you don't even dream of, we're going to release those blockages so this money can come forward, okay? Now, sorry, I'm missing a crystal. Here it is. So what is the next blockage, mental block that we need to remove from the collective in order for them to manifest their desires? Vicious thoughts. Vicious thoughts is like, you know, when you keep doing your math, your monthly math, to know if you're going to match the numbers at the end of the month, if you're going to have enough money to pay, and you know how much you have to pay until the end of the month, but you keep doing that math over and over to see if you're going to get there. That's the vicious thoughts that we need to remove. What is the next vicious thought or blockage from the collective, from the mental level that we need to release here? Which is very similar to this one that came up, which is repetitive thinking. Repetitive results. So repetitive results is when no matter what you do, you always get the same result. So month in, month out, the same bills, the same amount of money, the same number of clients or no clients or whatever it is for you, you stuck at that on that level, and that's it. Nothing moves forward. So we're going to clear that. So I'm going to see the commands for all of these. Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. Repetitive results, unblocking of debtors, and vicious thoughts from the mental level of the collective and mind. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. Now, if you want to do this with me, fine. And that's when I say the commands to remove, destroy the negative energies that are present in your reality, stopping you from manifesting. So for the mental level, I place my hand on my head and I say, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabayot, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabayot, Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabayot. Yod Hei Vav Hei, Yod Hei Vav Hei, Yod Hei Vav Hei. Now we're going to move towards the emotional level. So what's going on with the emotions? What are the emotions that are keeping you stuck? There's almost 100 emotions here that we can clear. And they're paired in groups. So I have groups of different emotions. So whatever is suitable that you guys have inside is going to come up. What do we have to remove from the emotional level here for the collective? What's stopping them from manifesting? Discouragement, freak out, and pessimism. So discouragement is when you have no hopes whatsoever, when you think that everything is lost and nothing's gonna come out of it, and you feel that you're not moving forward. Freak out is when you see a bill and you have no money to pay, and collectors are calling you and so on. That's a freak out. And pessimism is not believing that things are going to change for you, that you're going to get there, that you're going to have a positive outcome. So these are the emotions that you guys are putting out, that's in your field. What is the next pair of emotions or group of emotions that we need to clear from the collective here? And there's a heavy energy here that I feel when we have to clear emotion-wise for the collective. Anger, anguish, and envy. So when you have anger, probably because it's towards somebody that has something that you don't have, or because you don't have something that you wish you did. Anguish is that really heaviness in your chest that keeps you stuck, that you see you're not moving forward. And envy, because you most likely envy someone who has something you don't have. So, and this is not have you being mean or anything, but this is a natural response from humans. Humans usually have that. Like if you see somebody that has more than you and you automatically think, why don't I have that? I wish I had that, right? So, but this stops your flow of abundance. So that's not a good thing to have, and we're going to clear it. So what else do we need to clear from the emotional level here? What is the other group of emotions? Shame, bad luck, and suffering. Shame, bad luck, and suffering. Shame, bad luck, and suffering. So I don't think this needs any explanation. If you have that, the shame for not having the money to pay, if you have a bill that you've skipped, or shame for not being able to provide to your kids, or to not being able to go to the store and buy what you used to. Bad luck, that you might think that you are in a wave of bad luck, that things are not moving forward for you. And suffering, because all these emotions cause suffering. They bring you down, right? And affect your self-esteem and so. So let's clear this right now. Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. Anger, anguish, and envy, discouragement, freak out, and pessimism, shame, bad luck, and suffering from myself and the collectives. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. So now the hand is on the heart, because we're working with emotions, and we're going to clear and destroy any negative energies that are stopping your manifestation from coming through. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Yod Hei Vav Hei, Yod Hei Vav Hei, Yod Hei Vav Hei. All right, now we're going to work with your physical body. So what's stored in your physical body that you don't even know? What are the memories? What are things that you've lived and experiences and so forth that are stopping you from manifesting? So what do we have to clear from the physical body of mine and the collectives? DNA reprogramming. So that's what I was talking in the beginning of the session. I was talking really about burping, release of energy, and confirmation. That's perfect. Things are moving. That's good to know. So I was talking about reprogramming your DNA. So why is it important to reprogram your DNA? Because the memories of everything that you've lived in your childhood before you were even born, everything is part of you. It's made you as you are. So these memories are imprinted inside of you. So we have to delete these negative memories that don't bring abundance in, and write a new imprint on your DNA. So you can have the DNA of abundance, the DNA of money, the DNA of positive outcomes in your life. And what is the next tool that we need to clear from the physical body of the collectives so they can manifest? Jobs and enterprises. This is connected to jobs you've had in the past, to companies and enterprises where you've worked in the past that you subconsciously and energetically are still employed at. So if you left a company long ago and a job, and you are not part of that team anymore, but you think you are, or your energies is still attached to that company, either if you've left, if you've resigned, or if you've got fired or laid off, doesn't matter. Maybe because it was a company that was really good, that you really had proud of working at, or maybe because it was something that gave you status, whatever that is, but you're not part of that team anymore. And because you're still employed, quote unquote, in that company, it's stopping you from achieving better, bigger. Okay, so it's like a marriage, right? Like you sign a contract when you start working at a company, but you don't sign a contract when you are fired, when you leave, right? So energetically or physically, you're still working at that company. You're still an employee at that place. So we're going to clear that. Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. The DNA reprogramming and jobs and enterprises from the physical body of myself and the collectives. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. Now for the physical body, we put the hand forwards like this. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He. Now we're moving towards the spiritual. So what's spiritually is still keeping you stuck? What we have to clear here for myself and the collectives? Occult dimension. So whatever happens on the other side, occult dimension is not in this dimension. It's another dimension that you don't see. So is when your spiritual body is in an imbalance, is imbalanced, but it leaves this dimension and it starts floating, because we do go places when we sleep, and throughout the day our spirit detaches and we go back and forth because we are not from here. We need to feed our spirit and come back so we can keep. It's like we go and get the fuel now to your car, or you charge your car. It's an electric car, you put gas in the car. It's the fuel to have us keep being here. So it's when your body goes to other dimensions, realities, spaces, and it's still there, stuck there. And it's important to have this dimensions, realities, really not being part of your main life, not having you have your life most of the time there than here, because you are here now, right? So cut the cords for you so you can be more attached to your reality. That's what it is. And what other tool we need to detach here from the spiritual body so the collective can manifest their desires? Past lives. So past lives is whatever connection you still have with those existences. Like I said, maybe a vow, maybe a oath, maybe a promise, maybe whatever connection that you still have to those realities that are blocking your prosperity from coming through. So we have to cut the cords. Here we go. Creator of all there is, I ask to be canceled, transmuted, and transformed. The occult dimension, can't read. The occult dimension and past lives from the collective and mine. So we can attract our desires into this reality and manifest it. Cancel now, transmute now, transform now. It is done, it is done, it is done. Now, for the spiritual level, we have to put our hands forwards, backwards like this. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Kodosh, 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 Adonai Tsabaoth. Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He, Yud He Vav He. Now, we're going to work with universal laws. We're going to activate a couple of universal laws to have them work in your favor in order for you to manifest. So whatever it is, the priority for you guys, for me, it's going to come up and we're going to activate them. Here we go. What is the first universal law that we need to activate for the collective? Law of correspondence. The law of correspondence is having your desire and your energy to correspond to each other, to have you, where's my command? Yeah, to have you be in sync and in harmony with your desire, because that's what I was talking about in the beginning. If you're vibrating low, under 650 hertz, it's almost impossible to have you vibrate high to the frequency of your desire, because your desire always vibrates high. Okay, so it's have your energy correspond to the energy of what you want to achieve. It's the same. You can say you can manifest, you want to manifest anything in that. You can say a car, a house, a new job, whatever it is. But if you are vibrating scarcity, you're not going to manifest anything. So it's have you attuned to what you have in mind, to your feelings, and to your new reality. And what's the other universal law that we need to activate for these wishes to come through? It's law of receiving. So it's really putting you on receiving mode so you can expand energetically in order for you to bring in that abundance, that manifestation that can be stuck somewhere because of these blockage. You're not vibrating properly according to this law of receiving. You have to be in sync. That's what I was talking about the portal before. The 1111 portal is have you in sync with the universe so the universe can bring in what you want. All right, so I activate the first law, which is the law of correspondence, and law of receiving, in order to bring into fruition my wish and the wish of the collective, whatever they desire to bring into manifestation today in this portal. Okie doke. Now, my favorite part of the session, which is the activating of the portal of blessings. It is a portal where you seriously have like dozens of prosperity commands in order to bring into fruition and activate the portal so all this abundance can come through. I just need to find it. Here it is. All right. I activate the portal of financial blessings. Activate and potentialize extra money. Activate and potentialize new sources of income. Activate and potentialize money in large quantities. Activate and potentialize financial miracles. Activate and potentialize magic money. Activate and potentialize new codes of the universal prosperity. Activate and potentialize the surging of wealth. Activate and potentialize possibilities with abundance of money. Activate and potentialize the update of a new financial reality. Activate and potentialize the increase of wages and income. Activate and potentialize financial blessings. Activate and potentialize the anchoring of the energy of the endless money. Activate and potentialize the dematerialization of poverty, scarcity, lack, and non-consciousness of money. I activate the restoration of the golden magnetic bodies of prosperity, wealth, abundance, and abundance of money, as well as profit and money profit, and wealth in general. Activate, activate, activate. Hold on. I ask that the inferior and superior bodies of mine and the collectives to be activated in order to receive the financial blessings coming from the Creator of all there is. And so be it. All right. So we're done with the activations. Now I'm going to measure that frequency again from the beginning. Remember? Who remembers how much we were at? What vibrational frequency did we have in the beginning? Is anybody? If you've been here since the beginning, we were at 0. Okay, so now is the time to see how much we have shifted energetically. So what is the energy frequency of mine and the collectives? From 0, we went all the way up to 100, which is perfect. All right, so let's close the session. Creator of all there is, I ask that all chakras, bodies, and dimensions of myself and the collectives to be totally aligned to the divine consciousness. And so it is, under the light. I also thank the divine consciousness, the higher source, spirits, as well as all the chakras, all the energy bodies, as well as the crystals and the pendulum, for clearing, for manifesting all the abundance for this collective and me. So it is, under the light. And that's the end of the session. Does anybody have any question? If you've been here since the beginning. Has anybody been here for the whole time? Like since we started? That's the problem with TikTok. People do not commit. Internet keep people scrolling, but if you do not watch the whole session, you're not going to receive the benefits of it. So if you've missed this session in full, you need to wait until uploaded, until on all my platforms except on Instagram, because it won't allow over a 3-minute video if I didn't do the live on there. So on TikTok and as well as on my YouTube channel, which is Transform Therapies. And then so you can watch the whole video, the whole session. Make sure you watch it in full so you can receive the benefits. I have tons of videos that you can watch from other portals. And it is really a matter of clearing your energy. You have to clean up before you can bring anything new in. And if you have something more personal that you need to work on, something more traumatic, because like I said, I am a trauma release and healing specialist. If you have traumas, and everybody does, but nobody cares because they don't understand, they don't make the connection, but everything that does not happen in your life is related to trauma. We need to clear the memories of what's been keeping you stuck in order for you to bring into fruition anything that you desire. So everything, even on the physical level, oftentimes is from trauma. So once you release that, you can start feeling free from pain. You can start having more clarity of mind. You can start manifesting. You can move forward and attract what you want, either relationship or a job or clients or open businesses, whatever it is that you desire. But you need to do the work. You don't understand how many years I've done work on myself. I'm talking decade. I'm talking clearing and clearing and clearing. If you want to live through this lifetime on this planet, you have to do the work. Otherwise, things don't come easy for you. Okay? And you don't know why. A lot of people don't know why. I had a client 2 days ago that was like, he didn't sleep. He was angry and no money, a whole year working as a contractor, no clients coming in. And I said, you're going to sleep like a baby tonight. And I'm sure he did. I am sure, because the heaviness and the amount of stuff that he had that was really blocking his reality. Nothing was coming through for him, nothing. And he said, well, I went to the doctors, I have this pain on my neck. And I'm like, yeah, you went to the doctors and what? Nothing showed. No tests showed anything, because it's not physical. And in his case, it was energetic, it was spiritual. So I had to remove a lot of spirits, a lot of portals, a lot of ancestors, a lot of stuff that were blocking him. So be mindful that the clearing has to be deeper oftentimes, okay? So if you're interested, you want to book a session, go on my website, transformtherapiesab.com, or send me a message on TikTok or on Instagram or on YouTube. But YouTube, you can't really send a private message. But anyways, reach out and be aware of the session being uploaded, watch it in full. And I wish you that this is going to unlock much more for you guys, so you can start bringing into your reality what you wish. Okay, and if you like this live, and if you want, go ahead with donations. If you want to follow me to watch more videos, feel free to do so. I always upload new content almost every day, as well as all the videos that are there. So there's no excuse for you guys not to clear, for you guys to not manifest. Okie doke. I hope you've enjoyed it. Have a blessed new portal. All the best coming in for you, the best of energies, and God bless.